Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode of Patrick's MMA podcast. Today we'll be talking about the Tom Aspinall eye poke at UFC 321. So without further ado, let's go and hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode. As you've heard from the intro, today we're going to be talking about UFC 321 and all the drama surrounding that. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Tom Aspinall's eye poke situation. If you're not familiar with Tom Aspinall and the UFC or MMA, and this is the first time listening, I'll give a quick rundown of what that is. So the UFC is the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and basically what that means, it's kind of like boxing organisations like Misfits. It's just an organisation which organises fights, except it's not boxing, it's MMA. And the difference between MMA and boxing is boxing itself is a specific martial art, whereas MMA, mixed martial arts, and the UFC is an umbrella of all kinds of martial arts. Like, it includes boxing, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, all different kinds of things, all come together as one in one octagon, and the fight. And yeah, so it's pretty much like a boxing match with more technical work. I prefer it so much more to boxing. The way it's ran, the skill that's on display, it's just so much better. So if you're thinking about starting to get into it over boxing, I definitely would. It's definitely something to get yourself into if you're wondering about that. Anyway, to continue with what I was saying. So, for all the people who are aware, Tom Aspinall is currently the heavyweight champion of the UFC. He won the belt over Jon Jones. As you can see here, Jon Jones retired the belt in June 2025, which automatically meant that Tom Aspinall was the contender, and he won the belt without actually having to fight Jon Jones, as obviously Jon Jones remains undefeated. So Tom Aspinall was scheduled at UFC 321 to fight Ciryl Gane. Now, Ciryl Gane is a formidable fighter, let's just say that, and to be honest, I think it was going to be a great fight. However, the rules of the UFC, so to explain it really quickly, the rules of the UFC mean that you're not allowed to do certain things to win the fight. You're not allowed to kick someone when they're on the ground. If their knees are on the ground, you can't kick them. You're not allowed to hit someone in the back of the head. You're not allowed to, and this is an important one, you're not allowed to poke people in the eye. I'm gonna whip up a clip now, see what you guys think.
Prepared to fight the best heavyweights in the world.
Tom. Looked like an eye poke there has gone and had the fingers opened and extended.
Take a moment.
Yep, that's it.
Take a moment. Right over here.
Yeah, that was
over here, please. Tom.
a pretty bad one.
If this fight ends this way, that'll be such a disappointment.
Hey, his eyes.
He can't say I can't see. If he says that, they'll stop the fight.
Well, we did hear him say that. His eye appears to be in really bad shape.
Hey, give him a moment. We'll just give him a moment here.
A doctor, but sometimes those scrapes,
Huh?
the eyes foul.
So obviously you can see from that video, the eye poke is blatant. You can see here, it goes in about here, knuckle deep. To be honest, do I think the eye poke was bad? Yes. But I'm not so sold on the fact that Tom couldn't continue the fight, to be honest. I don't know if, from obviously you guys saw there was a little bit of the clip played before the eye poke. Tom was getting pieced up this fight, and it was only, a couple minutes into round one. In my opinion, I think Tom made the decision to quit the fight. I'm going to play for you guys now the ending of the fight, and then we'll come back to the conversation.
At 4 minutes, 35 seconds of the first round. Due to an accidental foul, this fight is declared no contest.
So as you guys can see from that, the fight was declared a no contest, and pretty much what a no contest means is the fight will be either rescheduled or Tom will fight someone else. But the main important fact is Tom keeps his belt. Now that's a huge part in the argument, is that did Tom quit because he knew he was going to lose, or did he actually couldn't see, you know? I'm going to pull up now, I'm going to read off a statement from Tom Aspinall considering the eye poke. So, the statement from Tom Aspinall was that the eye poke from Cyril Gane was way scarier than this previous knee injury because it put his sight at risk, and it was reported that his vision was still compromised afterwards. He said he couldn't see out of his right eye, which appeared grey, while left eye was 50% blurry. So, let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think the eye poke was bad, but I don't think it was so bad that he had to stop the fight. I think if this would have been any other fight, then Tom would have continued. Also, I'm not saying he's lying, but it was the heavyweight championship of the world on the line. So, you know, if it was me, I would want to fight, you know, at 100%. I wouldn't want to have any disadvantage at all. And he talks about his old knee injury where he blew out his knee during a fight, and that was just a card. That was just a fight. It meant nothing. It didn't. There was no belt to be won. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think from the video I've shown you. If you think the eye poke was bad, let me know. I'm going to now play a clip of Tom Aspinall as he goes to the hospital and gives you a little bit more insight about, you know, kind of the follow-up after the eye poke, and, you know, helps us formulate an opinion as to whether Tom was really, you know, putting the act on, or whether the eye poke was actually legitimate and real.
It's okay.
You want to video something?
I just felt, yeah, it's alright.
Okay. What's about your vision?
I can answer.
I have to
Ow.
check.
Okay, go on. It was actually both eyes, but this one was. We did like that.
What is his name?
I'm sorry?
Ah!
Okay, I'm very sorry.
Oh,
When I pull up or what?
Just
or
burned.
when I put the light
yeah,
in?
with the light.
With the light. Okay.
Okay, so that was a clip from Tom Aspinall's official YouTube channel in the video titled "The Truth Behind the Eye Poke." Let me know what you guys think. I'll link the video below so you guys can watch the full thing if you'd like to. That was a very cut down moment of the video, but it kind of shows the fact that, you know, Tom went to the hospital after he got checkups. He published that online. So yeah, I'm kind of torn, guys, on my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. Anyway, that's been it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, so some huge news has just come out about the Tom Aspinall eye poke situation. I'm going to add this in to the end of my first episode on the eye poke situation. So we've just had a report come out that Tom Aspinall has been diagnosed with a rare condition in both eyes. You can read it here. It's not yet clear to return to action more than after a month after sustaining his injury during his heavyweight title defence. French opponent Cyril Gane accidentally poked the Briton in both eyes while attempting a punch late in the first round. We all know this. You've just listened to the episode. We don't need to talk about this. What we do need to talk about, though, is he's been diagnosed with Brown syndrome. Now, I haven't really done much research on this, but I do know it's serious because just read this, what I've highlighted here. Brown syndrome is a condition where the eye cannot move upward, particularly when looking inward. Now, this is extremely, extremely bad for Tom Aspinall. It's not just bad because he couldn't defend his title and the fight got cancelled. Or, sorry, declared as no contest. It's not just bad because of that, it's also bad because what does this mean for his future fights? We all know about Shara Billet. Shara Billet can't fight anywhere but the Middle East because the regulations don't allow it because of his eye. Like, if this is the same for Tom Aspinall, he's gonna have to give up the belt. Like, there's no way he'll be allowed to keep that belt if he can't fight for it anymore because of his eye, you know. So that would definitely be something. A UFC heavyweight champion who fought one title defense and it was no contest, and then had to give up his belt after only fighting for it once. I think it'd be the shortest. Like, I think it'd honestly be, it'd be in the history books for sure. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the first episode of Patrick's MMA podcast. If you like this, make sure to follow for more, and we'll see you guys in a bit.